They removed vertical half slabs from Minecraft, so I'm gonna add them back. But not only will I try to make vertical slabs in vanilla Minecraft, I'm also gonna try to do it with only one command. And stick around for the end of the video because I have a surprise announcement. These videos have gotten us 300,000 subscribers in a week, so why not keep it going? So like I said a second ago, vertical half slabs did used to exist in vanilla Minecraft, and all you had to do was place two walls like this, make a little thing of blocks on the side, with a sideways shulker box right here. You could drop sand or gravel onto the wall and it would float above. You could open the shulker box and I would push it half a block this way, and then you could drop it down, break all the rest, and now you have your full vertical half slab in vanilla Minecraft like this. But Mojang didn't exactly like that. So in newer versions of the game, if you try to make the same thing, I'm gonna make my little pillar right here with the shulker box. If I try to drop a gravity block, first of all, it snaps to the wall like this. And then second of all, even if it didn't, you can't open the shulker box anymore. So I'm just gonna have to find a way to do this that they can't remove. So if you didn't know, whenever sand is falling a couple blocks like this, during that transition period, it's actually not a block of sand, and it's an entity called a falling block. If I try the command /summon falling block, you can see for half a second, it does make a sand falling block at my feet. But if we add the parameter time of 1, then it will exist until that timer ticks down. And if we don't want it to fall and turn into a normal block, we can give it NoGravity 1. And now we have a floating sand block with no collision. So we need to figure out how to summon those perfectly positioned anywhere we are with one command. So how I want this to work is you should be able to stand on the edge of any block and run this command, and it should make a perfect half slab centered on the edge you're on. So let's try to execute at our position, the closest player, and we're going to align with the X, Y, and Z axis, and this will make it perfectly centered. And then we're going to run the command to summon our falling block. It should be perfectly centered right here on this corner of the block right here. Although a block hanging over the edge of another block is not necessarily a vertical half slab. So let's kill that block. We're gonna go up here, and this time when we type our command, we're instead going to move it 0.5 blocks on the X axis. That was the wrong direction. We're going to move it negative 0.5 blocks on the X-axis. And now we technically have our vertical half slab right here. And that's great. But you'll notice that if I try it on a different edge, it doesn't line up with the thing like it does over here. Oops. But this is when it started to get a little more complicated. So what we could do with this command is if we go to the edge right here, and we run our command, then it does the thing. And if we go to this corner back here, then we're far enough away that it does this side, and that's great. And then if we wanted to do the other one, just instead of negative 0.5 on the X, we could do negative 0.5 on the Z, positive 0.5 on the Z, then, I mean, this does technically work if I stand in the right spot. But now that we have it working with two commands, let's narrow it down to one. So I need a way to perfectly find the edge of a block with one command. Is that possible? Item frames. I think we can use item frames. So if I get an item frame right here and put it on the side of a block, you can see it's always gonna be centered on the edge of a block right here. That's actually super convenient. Let's execute at all entities of type item frame right here, within a distance of, let's go 2.5 blocks. Sure, we're gonna run the command to summon our block. Okay, so if we kill that and we do the same thing but then move it up 0.5, then we have our vertical half slab right here. Okay, but we need to test and make sure that you can do it on all the sides. All right, I think we got it. Okay. Oh, I broke the block. But obviously, no one only wants to build with sand vertical half slabs. So what we can do instead is add an edit to the BlockState right here, and that should be more curly braces. And we want to change the name to Minecraft: stone. There we go. Let me get these old ones out of the way. Let's do that. All right. Stone half slab. And what I think I just realized is that you can just place a bunch of item frames, and then if you're close enough and run the command, it spawns all of them at once. This is actually working out a lot better than I expected. So now you could just go building with this immediately right now with that command, However, after like a minute, all of the slabs would despawn. So to fix that, we're gonna change the time from 1 to -1 million, just to be safe, because if it always counts down, it'll never technically hit 0 if it's already negative. But as you can see, there's still no collision with these. So let's fix that. Our obvious first choice would to be a trap door. So let's place a block back here, and let's try to find an angle to place a trap door in there. And sadly, the texture is phasing through. I mean, it still adds the hitbox. I can like crouch and I'm on this, but that's kind of ugly. Maybe a candle can work? I think you need to have blocks below them. Nah, they're gonna stick out of the side. Let's try a player head right here. Let's try to place this. Did that? Oh, okay. It's fully inside the block. You can stand on it. I mean, you're a little bit inside, but it works. How do I break this? All right, it's time for the big brain right here. Time for the big brain. This is how we're gonna break it. Bam. Oh, it pushed the block. Ooh, you know, actually, a ladder could be pretty good because it's gonna be the same as a trap door, but it's not on the sides. Oh, it's still on the top though. Oh, dang. Well, if you're gonna have a block above this, then, I mean, a ladder's great. But if not, then, there's no way a fence is good, right? Like, I can place a fence here, and, I mean, it looks pretty cool. You could probably build some cool scaffoldings with this. All right, speed round. We're gonna make a chain that goes through here, and, I mean, that looks cool, but obviously that's gonna stick out. Hanging bell, there's no way a bell's gonna work, right? Yeah, there's no way that sticks out too far. Well, you can't even place a lantern on a wall. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, that's a horrible idea. Although this does look pretty cool. But it looks like our best options are going to be a ladder like that and a player head or wither skull. Although player heads might be a little less laggy because if you look on top here, wither skulls have the inside right here that player heads don't. So now that we have our fully working vertical slabs in vanilla Minecraft, we should probably test them out. I've of course never built with vertical half slabs before, so I just went for like a really basic tower where you can make kind of like a cylinder sort of shape. And I didn't try super hard. I just kind of put stuff together, and this is what came out of it: a small little tower in vanilla Minecraft with vertical half slabs. And if we open the door and we go in here, we can climb all the way up to the top. There's a little bit of texture tearing, but there's not really that much you can do about it. What I did to get these little extra half slabs on top was I just placed the item frame here, and instead of spawning it 0.5 blocks up, I spawned it 1 block up right here. See the difference? Change the 0.5 to a 1. So remember at the beginning of the video when I said there was going to be a special announcement? If you use these commands and build something really cool and tweet it at me with #MystiCatChallenge, I'm going to go over all of the submissions live on my Twitch channel in a couple days and give the winner $50. And my schedule's not very solid, so if you want an update on when I go live, either follow the Twitch now or join the Discord. Why don't you subscribe and check out the time I started a Minecraft hardcore series, but I didn't let myself use any tools. This one was a little bit weird.